I don't play games. How does this Endgame AI work? They didn't have enough characters for my preferred chess ID, which is Late Blooming Chess Prodigy. I just went with Late Blooming Prodigy. You know what it means. I don't play games. The final step to maturity, of course, is to avoid arguments at all costs. I'm getting there. The stage I'm in, which is well above the young punk, is I'm going to do what I want to do. And as long as you don't piss me off, I won't piss you off. I want to be a chess player. I just watched one of Miss Dina's videos. They were my chess coaches during COVID lockdown. It's Miss Dina. I want nothing to do with any of them, though I like most of them. Tyler One's a GM, bro. He's a GM. You wanted the esports connections. I get it. I'm not a naive kid anymore. Money makes the world go. And I don't blame you one bit. Don't ever speak to me. And if there's ever a video made about me and my chess progress, I will call or email the creator and be as respectful as possible. You have 24 hours to delete that, or you have a permanent enemy. A permanent enemy. Whether I pose no threat, whether you're big enough to walk all over me, you made an enemy. And you're going to have to deal with it. No videos about me, ever. That means from Anna Cramling, who she's my favorite person overall. Combination of chess, entertainment, kindness, enthusiasm. She's a bubbly person that's competitive when necessary. I like Anna. Don't want to talk to her. Want her autograph. Don't want to talk to her. I got a table games dealing job to move to St. Louis. The area I lived in wasn't as safe as maybe I thought. Outdoor facing walls. My God, I was dealing cards overnight. So I'm like, my dog is my first priority. I rescued Nova I never dreamed I would not have a corporate life. I got this dog. My ex-girlfriend was good with dogs, so she helped train, and now I'm stuck with this dog, and I don't have the brand new home, benefits, easy hours. Gosh, I got this dog. I'd never get rid of her. And so, if it's not safe, she's coming to work with me. What else am I going to do? After several times, my old casino had a parking garage. One of my coworkers comes back to the floor while I'm dealing and said, "Somebody's dog's barking." Who's that? There can't be two, right? No one else is bringing their dog to fucking work. Yeah, that's my dog. How am I gonna bullshit this one? They're gonna figure out whose dog it is. That's unprofessional. All right. Basically put in my 2 weeks. Uber drove for a while, which allowed me the flexibility to take care of Nova. And fortunately, I now have a table game stealing job at a casino closer, so I don't have to abandon Nova as long. But in between my dealing shifts and Uber rides, I would study chess and occasionally watch creators that taught me during lockdown. And Tyler One's a GM. I'd body the grandmasters, bro. If you play chess since your birth, bro, and you're not a grandmaster, your life has no value. We want that esports contract, baby. Understood. So like I said, I'm at that middle ground. Maybe I'll be an adult one day where I just shut the fuck up and go away. But I'm still young enough with few enough responsibilities. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I want to be a chess player. I don't want to be a streamer, which is a shame because my personality just sparkles and lights up even the darkest room. I can play 4 instruments, 2 very, very well. And 2, I could go to open mic. Alto sax, you'll know Careless Whisper. Yeah, you can play Careless Whisper. He doesn't breathe. Yeah. Ukulele, I'm fine. But guitar and piano, I'm more than good enough. That'll be my content. As far as chess, from what I gather, some streamers aren't treated very kindly, and I understand because they're not as good at chess. So why do you get the attention? Well, you're not going to like me because I'm about 2 decades behind them. Good luck growing your game. And I'm not going to compete with elite players, probably forever. I guess I'm in that lonely middle ground. Story of my life. Online chess is a complete scam. It's a complete scam. I'm actually angry because if I would have put in all those hours over the board, I would have my goal of 1800 easily. But it's so addictive. And I got addicted during COVID lockdown. Just keep playing. And then I'm late for over the board. And then I didn't sleep. And then I blunder my bishop early over the board. Like, God, I wouldn't play online. And now I've got pretty good control of it. And I've got a respectable rating where chess.com is the number one. Startups usually fail. But Hans Niemann is an exceptional person. That's why they attacked him in the first place. And I'm not here to, delete my account or say they're bad people. I don't know them. I just know I want nothing to do with them. So online chess will probably always revolve around chess.com. And there's my early games. There's my rating, which even if I never played again, that's pretty decent for an adult who didn't play as a kid. There you go. I'll be over the board. And if Hans Niemann makes Endgame AI work, you're going to have two very angry and extremely creative competitors that only give a few fucks about the rules. Go see if Tyler won and his League of Legends fans can help you. But I am going to try this out because my goal is to improve over the board. I want to be a chess player. And there's no way. I mean, this is why you're nice to people. And so some of the professional streamers that I watched that video of, Alex and Dina, they have bigger followings. They deserve more money, more attention, more respect in the content game. So it's much harder to get into as a man. I'm not saying that the women aren't very good, but getting started as a man, I think I'm pretty. Some people don't, I guess. Not that they do that. Again, I like them, but I want nothing to do with them. But I just figured I'd have to do content. And now, listening to them talk and watching some of their chess abilities decline while they try to entertain and stuff, ooh, that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do. So if I want to be funny, I'll be funny with music. If I want to play chess, I want to play chess. I have nothing to gain now that I've had time to think about it, which is why it's sometimes smart to invest in people a little bit, if it's a little bit, so they don't have time to think about it. Because now I think I can play with those people and better. Botez, Dina. Now, will I? I don't know. If the game accidentally grows as a result of my journey, then great. But I certainly don't care. And that's what chess content is. It's caring about growing the game. And I don't care if chess grows or dies. Why would I? I'm not impressed with them from a business perspective, because how can you not see your audience's perspective? One of the questions was, does Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru help grow the game more, or does Andrea and Alex Botez and Dina and Emily Plays Chess help more? As far as helping the game, like if you're talking about existing audience, entertaining them, I guess they would prefer the big dogs. But as far as growing the game, nobody cares about Magnus Carlsen. In St. Louis, you'd be amazed how many people don't know who he is. And he's the best ever. He's not just a generational talent. He's the best of all time and probably will never be passed. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody at all. That's why I respect those girls and guys that stream, because there's no reason to be mean to them. I had an Uber ride a few moments ago before I got home. Dropped people off that were visiting a kid at the hospital near the chess club. Kid's about to fucking die. Terminal illness, it sounded like. That's a real problem. So when in the WNBA people are mean to Caitlin Clark, no, it's a league. It's a bunch of women. No, nobody fucking watches the WNBA. When Caitlin Clark's injured, that's not my opinion. I don't think it's right. I think you're just as talented, some of you. You deserve the attention and money. The reality is you should take care of her, because if she goes away, no one watches. The Botez sisters go away, no one gives a fuck about Magnus Carlsen. From the outside, you will never get a new person to say, wow, Magnus Carlsen didn't just intimidate the shit out of me and make me feel stupid. I really want to listen to him talk for 20 minutes. Well, I don't know how the pieces move. That's going to make me feel included. Nobody gives a fuck. And I think Hans Niemann has a little bit of a business sense to him. I think Magnus Carlsen's actually pretty charismatic and normal for somebody that bright. But I don't know that he has any business sense. He's a really good chess player. Anyone with a business sense would go, America is the most lucrative market. I'm trying to get people interested who don't care about my game. Let's defame the brightest young American star while a guest on his soil. That's not a business move. That's not a business savvy decision. But Hans Niemann seems like he's a little bit sharper. So I'm going to play chess. I'll use whatever tools are available. That'll probably be chess.com. I want absolutely nothing to do with any of them. It's sad because most, especially at the lower levels, are great people. I've had great experiences. At the top level, I'd say the vast majority are fabulous too, and somewhat inclusive. Never speak to me. Because again, while Uber passengers showed me, oh, this is my pocket. I collect knives. That's not a fucking weird thing to say to your driver, is it? No, I just want to show you my knife. I'm telling you, Uber drive for a couple months. You'll hear some shit. Old ladies feeling my arms. Oh, he's so... God, I'm into it, babe, but your husband might not be, you know what I'm saying, huh? I'm just 70, and he's kind of, oh, mature women. And then Tyler Wan's a GM at level fucking 1600 or rating 1600. He's never played over the board, never played anything but the cow. I don't want nothing to do with him. But I respect them and I want their autograph. I'm a weird type of loyal. That's how I was designed. I do apologize. But we're going to check this Endgame AI out. And I'll still keep playing on chess.com again. I kind of hope they go out of business, but it'd be very dumb of them to ever do anything to me or block me for talking crap. I'm respectful as respectful as others are on their platform. You want to grow your game and just start censoring people who disagree with you? Well, then you really made my decision easy. But I will continue to play a lot on chess.com because I'm curious how good I can get, and that's where a lot of my competition is online. But as far as this, Hans Niemann's going to be a world champion, or he'll at least have chances. He's extremely good and extremely young, and he's pissed. Guess the ELO? It's a different twist. He's an entrepreneur. He's an entrepreneur, damn it. Interesting feature. Find the best move for black. And I bet his puzzles are going to automatically be more complex because that's just who he is. Sorry, Hans, I'm incompetent. But on the bright side, you tell me I'm a future grandmaster, while some top players, especially Magnus Carlsen, remind me just how incompetent I am, and that's why I'll remain, and eventually I'll figure out these puzzles. I can analyze. Isn't competition a beautiful thing? What's your mission, Hans? I might be more aligned. Number two, sometimes get along just fine. And the big dogs in corporate already told me I was a piece of shit. Sounds kind of like your story, Hans. 4 years top tech training, Fiori Launchpad, which is mostly user interface, tiles breaking out into other areas of a company's website. The Fiori Launchpad, you can do a lot of reporting things within the tiles or have them linked to the reporting features in SAP. SAP is all I know, Hans, but ABAP code has a lot of similarities, baby. And I'm an introvert by nature. I was forced out of my shell. No referral during COVID lockdown, Hans. Back against the wall. Back to young man into a virtual corner. I want blood, Hans. I want blood. And I don't give a fuck if I lose. Because like I said, I don't give a fuck about people who have told Tyler One he's perfect while I gave Uber rides in the ghetto. I'll eat them alive, Hans. And I don't give a shit how high rated they are either. I think they're arrogant, Hans, because when they hear shit like this, they go, yeah, competition, another enemy. We'll grow the game. And you be careful how you artificially manufacture drama, because it can backfire big time. Big time. Wants to print a suicide? A little older than Hans. That's the type of shit you don't do to people. I'll eat them the fuck alive, Hans. As long as I don't have to be the face of it. I'll be the Wozniak to your Steve Jobs, Hans. Get a tech test ready for me. I'll prove competence. I'm ready to fucking go. Okay. No? Interesting alternative. It's good to know we have alternatives in life. Let's reply to my daily challenges on chess.com. I'm having a great day. Great couple days, actually. Working a lot more on music. Just relaxing, talking to family, because I'm not wasting my time downward spiraling my online rating, which chess.com is designed to be addictive. Shows the rating go up, down immediately after, and it pops them up in your face, and it freezes the pieces now and like an ancient look just to get your vision switched. It's all corporatized, Hans. Let's reply to my games. All right, daily challenges. Beautiful thing about this structure, though, it can sometimes get awkward, is the bishop can't check and reveal. But the question for me in my little old brain that could never hang with chess people is, do I want that pawn to be pushed? Maybe I'm not thinking properly. Do I want that pawn to start being pushed? If I'm okay with that, I'm going to go ahead and take there, because it entices you to push that pawn and you don't really want to undouble your rooks. Now, if I don't want that pawn to be pushed, I will just go ahead and take with my rook. And then if your bishop does some shit, so it would go there. Well, that's my answer. I don't want to lose that pawn. Different viewpoint, but it got me my solution. Okay. I gotta go deal cards. I'll be studying chess on my breaks, like I usually do. It's a perfect situation. Never quit, never give up on your dreams. I lucked into a perfect scenario. Hour and 20 minutes on, 20 minutes break, about 15 total after you factor in the walk to and from the floor. Study chess, that's about all our brain can handle when we're learning something new. 15 minutes of intense focus. Sometimes I print out a Grandmaster game. Sometimes I do puzzles on chess.com, and I might just do stuff on Endgame AI. But I'm going to get as strong as an adult who never played as a kid possibly could, whatever that is. And while I do it, aside from the lectures that are available to every member at the club and the information online, which is all you would ever need, I want absolutely no communication. I don't want to hurt my friends' feelings. I've already made it the club. But I'm talking about chess business people. Until there's an apology made to Hans Niemann, and not a fake one either. Not a, oh, we understand it was hard as a kid. We understand. No. I know the game. I'm not perfect. I've not always treated people as they should be treated, I'm sure. You don't do that chicken shit. And if you do it and you want to keep talking about it, you say, we think Hans Niemann's an asshole. We don't like his character. We don't trust him. You do not go out of your way when you're making a business acquisition to cater to his competitor at the expense of a young man's career. You never fucking dreamed he would be anything but the 60th rated athlete in the world. And now he's going to hold the keys to American chess. And I hope he puts it in your side and twists it until you die. All right.